Okay, so now we have all the required images and we upload them to EveNG. Let's start to create FortiManager lab and EveNG. So this will be our lab topology. We have three firewall: HQ firewall, a DC firewall, and branch firewall. Okay, and there are three switches we use. We already upload switches to EveNG, and these are Linux client. You can use Windows XP, you can use Windows 7, and you can use Linux as well. It's up to you. It's up to your resources. If you have more resources, you can use Windows. Otherwise, you can use Linux Slag. Okay, and this is pfSense, which will work like a WAN. Okay, so we have two connectivity here, two connectivity here, and one connectivity here. And basically this management PC are cloud, but because I'm using a professional edition, so it's showing like a computer. So basically these are the cloud which we will use. So for management subnet, this is our management subnet. Basically for HQ firewall 100 200, here is 100 210, and this side 100 220, and this one is 100 230. Okay, in your case it will be different. Rest of the things, each and everything will be the same. You just need to change this management IP. Whatever your management subnet is, you need to use that one. And also here you need to connect the same management here. I'm using net here, okay, in professional edition, but you can use the same management to provide you internet access to this WAN. Okay, this is the only thing you need to remember. So my management is this, the only thing you need to change, management subnet. Rest of the thing you need to keep the same. HQ LAN is 10.0.1. okay, the DC LAN is 10.0.2, and branch is 10.0.3. 24 subnet all. The HQ ISP1 is 192.168.1. This is 192.168.1. This is 192.168.2. This is 192.168.3, 192.168.4, and this is 192.168.5. I already configured 6 interfaces to provide internet. This is pfSense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is extra 6, but we don't need to use that one. And 0 interface to get IP through DHCP to share the internet on all these links. This is the only thing I already done, and this is a ready-made image. You don't need to configure this one. Okay, so these are the public IP in our lab. Okay, you just need to suppose that 192.168.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 link up ISPs. Okay, and I use this cloud to provide internet, but in your case it will be different. Okay, management I already told you 200, 210, 220, and 230. Okay, this one I already told you. And finally HQ ISP gateway is 1 dot. By the way, gateway is the last IP. 2.254, 1.254, 3.254, 4.254, and 5.254. Okay, so these are the IP schema. The devices which I use in the lab is 7.09 is the FortiGate firewall. FortiManager is the latest one, 720. Okay, and Cisco switch is this one I use to connect the devices. I will use Windows 7 client as well, and also a Linux Slag. These two is a client. Okay, for multiple WAN connectivity, I told you I'm using pfSense, the ready-made image, which we use in NSE4 as well. And internet cloud is for the management, and net cloud. So this is our main topology to do all the lab and demos. Okay, for FortiManager. This is our FortiManager, which is connected in the HQ center. Okay, it's there in the main headquarter. Okay, which is 10.0.1253, and management is 100 to 10. Okay, that's it. So this is our topology. Now we need to create this topology. Keep in mind, you don't need to create from scratch. I will provide you, just need to import, and I will show you as well. So I already create a folder with the name NSE5-40Manager. Let me create NSE5-40FMG. Okay, so this is our lab name, and what I need to do, I need 3 firewall. So when you open them, right click here, go to node and go to Fortinet and choose from here 3 firewall. Okay, and change the name to suppose firewall. We will change the name again. From the icon, choose this one. It's look better. Change the Ethernet to 6. We will use 6 interfaces, and that's it. Don't touch the RAM and CPU. Okay, we need 3 firewall. Sorry, this is FortiManager. You need to change, sorry, keep in mind FortiGate. Okay, FGT. Again, I'm telling you, you need to change this one. I was doing the same thing. So save. So I require 3 firewall to connect. One is data center and another is branch. So let me put this one here, and this one here. Next thing, I need the WAN. So WAN is a ready-made image, is pfSense. So let me go to pfSense firewall, and here just remember make these 6 interfaces, and that's it. And just change the give them anything. So I give them icon, I believe frame relay or something. So let me go to frame relay and I change them to give them that icon. It's up to you, you can give them anything, but in my case just look like a frame relay. So it should be an F or somewhere else. And let's see where is frame relay, or maybe you can give them any icon, but it's look like better, you know. So let's go to it's very awkward. Let's go up and see again the frame relay. I believe I remember I gave them the frame relay icon, but because it's a pfSense, but basically it's work like for us to provide us many connectivities. Frame relay is here. So what I done and give the name is WAN. That's the only thing I change, and 6 adapter and icon and name, and click save. Okay, so we are done with this one. What else we need? 3 firewall, this one. We need 1, 2, 3 switches as well. So let's put 3 switches as well. So right click here, go to IOL, and go to Cisco IOL, and I'm using the first switch. Just change the name to switch. I need 3 switches and change to switch icon. Okay, and here is, and also just put 2 this. So it means you have 8 adapters, the port number. So in case if you want to connect more system for test purpose, so you will need those. So that's why let me put this one and put this one here. What else I need? I need the client and the management connectivity. That's it. And also FortiManager. So let's bring the FortiManager. Type 40 and FortiManager here. This is the FortiManager and FMG. And let me put FMG. And let's change them the icon to something else, like maybe this one, or give them anything, 40 server or whatever. Also change the RAM to 816. Don't touch the Ethernet, we don't need, and CPU keep the same. And this is 1, we need only 1 FortiManager, and click save. Okay, so FortiManager is there now. So let me take the FortiManager to here. Okay, and now what else I need? I need the client. So for client you can use the Linux. So type Linux, which we upload this image, Slack Linux. So these are the Slack Linux, and how many I need? 2 here, 2 this side, and 2 there. So I need 6. Okay, and you can type PC. Okay, and just change the icon to client. So it's look like a desktop client, and don't touch the RAM and anything, and click save. So we need 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we can connect them. So 2 should go here, and this 2 should go here, and this 2 should go here. And finally the management cloud. So in your case, right click, go to network. Okay, and I have an icon, but in your case there shouldn't be icon. just change this to management. I'm also using management, okay, and type here mgmtpc. So give them the name, and how many we need? 1 2 3 4. So I need 4. So just click save, and then I can connect these cloud to one by one to these firewall, and also one to FortiManager. Okay, so this should go here, this should go here, this one go here, and this one go here. Okay, so these are the images which we require, and these are the IP schema which I show you. Just now we need to connect them. Okay, so FortiGate, this one, it has to be renamed to HQ firewall. So right click and type here HQ firewall. Change the name to HQ firewall, and the other name, let's go up, this is DC firewall. So right click, go to and change the name to DC firewall, so it look better, DC firewall, and save. And then this one should go to the name should be a BR firewall. So right click here, go to BR firewall. Okay, BR firewall, and done. Okay, and what else? Similarly, this has to be HQ switch, this should be DC switch, and this should be BR switch. Okay, so right click and you can change them to HQ switch. Okay, so what I need to do, let me stop for a while to rename all these, and then I will show you quickly. Okay, so I rename the devices now. I need to connect. So management, let's go to management. We basically the 5th port we're gonna use for management of all devices. So let's change them to port 5. Okay, and we will connect this device. Similarly, this should go to the port 5. So keep in mind port 5, and we will connect them to port 5. Similarly, this one, port 5, FortiManager, the first port. Okay, so let's connect this one to port 5 as well. Okay, let's go to port 5, and this one has to go port 1. So in the case of FortiManager, you need to connect them to port 1. Okay, and now we need to connect the port for WAN. Okay, these two firewall. So this one is done. Okay, and now what else we need? So HQ first port go will the first port here. Okay, and the WAN has to go 1. Okay, because 0 has to connect, basically 0 will be for internet. So let me connect the internet as well. Okay, in my case I will use I will use cloud, but you need to use your management cloud, but I'm using net. Okay, so let me type internet here, and let me change the icon. Maybe in your case there should be there shouldn't be like this one, so it's okay. You can connect direct cloud, and let me choose this, the first, which is 0. Connect them to WAN. Okay, done. So this one is done. Now what you need to do is the second will go to second here, port 1 and port 2. Similarly here, port 1 and port 2 will go to 3 and 4. Okay, so let's go to 3 and 4. So let's connect port 1 here to port 3 basically. Yes, yeah, port 3, and then port 2 will go to 4 up WAN. Okay, so let me connect them to 4. Here is, and after that 5th one will go to port 1 of the branch firewall. That's what we decide. Okay, so let me connect this one here, and after that you need to connect to switches, and to switches you need to connect the client. Okay, and then I give them a style, so it's up to you. let me, by the way, let's put this one here, and now let's connect this one here. So which one we decide? Port 3 here, port 3 here, but here port 2. This is the only difference. So port 3 will go to the switch, and similarly port 3 will go to switch 0 port. It's up to you, can connect anywhere, but it's better to follow the same. And also you don't need to create this topology. I will provide you ready-made, but in case if you want to create your own, so this is the procedure which I follow to create. Okay, and now finally you need to connect these systems. Okay, so I connect this system. Also FortiManager will connect to this switch, HQ switch, and also another PC will connect to this switch. Okay, so let me connect this one as well. We have HQ PC1 and HQ PC2, two test PC. Okay, and also our FortiManager will connect to this switch. So let me connect. You see this go to the port 2 of this one. Yeah, and you can connect them to any port of the switch, it's okay, but at least the port 2 of FortiManager will go to there. And then these two system and these two system need to connect. So let me connect here. By the way, the 0 port will go to, let me remove the 0 port, it should be 1, because the first port we decide to connect them to the firewall, so it's better to follow the same topology. So what I need to do, let's connect them to port 0. Okay, and done. And now we need to connect this PC, and finally we will put this IP, so at least it's visible, so that we can see what is the IP address of these devices, and connect this one. Okay, and it's connected. And after that we need to connect the DC switch to systems. Okay, so let's go back to our topology, and here connect this to DC switch. Okay, and then connect the other, and then we will give them a style and put the IP addresses. Okay, because it's a professional edition, so you can put a style if you want. So but in your case, if you are using community edition, so it will be like this. It's okay, no issue. You just need to follow the procedure how to do the lab, not to style them. Okay, done. So we are already connected. Let me quickly stop the video to put the IP addresses. You already know, right click and you need to type text. Okay, and here what I need to do, 192.168.1.0/24. so I need to put like this, and let me make them dark, and I need to give them a style. I put like this. Yeah, so or when one is on the top, so I put them, and also just duplicate and just put them here, but this time it should be 2, and similarly duplicate, and this should be 3 is here, because this is port 3, so port 3 has this subnet. Okay, and similarly port 4 is 4 range. Here is, and then the style, what I done, right click and go to edit quality, not the quality, basically I need to style, so right click, edit style, and from here I put like this. Okay, and let me put like, and edit style, and then I put like this, just to show you few of them, because I don't want to waste the time on this one. And let me do this one as well. I use this method, and similarly edit style, and then this one. Okay, done. So let me put the IPs and everything, and we are almost done. Okay, so finally it's done. I put the IPs here, and also the gateway IPs also here, also this side the LAN subnet, also the gateway, and these are the management. These are the PCIP 10.0.1.1, 10.0.1.2, 10.0.1.253 FortiManager. Okay, similarly 10.02.1, 10.02.2, and 10.03.2 and 10.03.1, and these are our subnet, and these are management 114.230, 114.220, 114.200, and 114.210, and also this side 10.01.253. okay, that's it, and our topology is ready to use them.